What's up, everybody? It's me, Chris. Here to give my afterthoughts on last night's Pacquiao Hatton fight. I know it's kind of late, but got kind of tied up doing some things, so better late than never, at least in my opinion. Anyways, I'm not going to talk too much about the fight, the fight itself, or break it down, because everyone's made videos already by now. I'm sure everyone's seen the fight, heard most everyone's takes on it and whatnot. I was going to say a couple things, about the fight, just a little bit, and afterthoughts, what I think the future holds for these two fighters. First off, there was something very interesting. Not interesting, but I mentioned I thought the crowd would add to it, the atmosphere, and that was definitely the case. Both fans of both fighters, Hatton and Pacquiao, very loyal, very vocal, and Hatton's fans always started singing this little "Hey, Ricky Hatton" song and stuff. So it made for even before the fight started, it was very good environment to really get you excited for the fight itself. Anyways, fight starts. Ricky was grabbing Hatton or Manny early a couple times, but Hatton was able to get loose. Whatever. Both went for a punch, and Manny's got there first. Right hook, dropped Ricky. Ricky got it. It was funny, actually. Lampley thought that Hatton just went down by swinging and missing, but that wasn't the case, as was shown in the replay. Ricky got up, Manny caught up to him later in the round. Ricky was still a little stunned, I believe, and Manny caught him with the accumulation of punches, knocked him down again. Hatton didn't look too hurt in the corner in between rounds, but come second round, Manny was fighting a little more wild, a little more reckless. Ricky was changing up his game plan from the first, trying to be a little more aggressive. Had a little bit more success, not hard to have more success than he did in the first, but come the very end of the round, Manny just landed a huge left hook right on Ricky Hatton's chin. I mean, perfectly on his chin. And Hatton just was gone. He flat to his back and was just out. I mean, it was like he had a light switch and someone turned it off and his body just dropped. It looked like when you watch cops and the guy gets tased and they just fall flat and they're out, and they can't move. Their body's just rigid. It was over. No need for a referee to even count. Waved it off. KO, Manny Pacquiao. Awesome performance, I picked Manny to win, whatever, but I didn't think it would be that impressive. I did say I didn't see any scenario where Hatton would win, but to be honest, I just didn't see this happening. Manny Pacquiao he amazes me every time out, just getting better and better as a fighter. The only person I know that really called this prediction close to what it was Freddie Roach, and I mentioned someone, I guess that's why he's the trainer of the year, you know what I'm saying? He knows what he's doing there. Anyways, so what's next for these guys? As we all know, Mayweather's come out of retirement. He's going to fight Juan Manuel Marquez in, I believe, July. Obviously, the winner of that seems like the most natural choice for Manny Pacquiao. Marquez, because him and if he's able to pull out a victory, because him and Manny have unfinished business in the eyes of many people, including Marquez. And Mayweather, for obvious reasons. At the time of his retirement, was a reigning pound-for-pound champ, king of boxing, more or less. In his absence, Manny Pacquiao has taken that position. He's ascended that position, rightfully so. Has earned it the hard way. He's gone through multiple weight divisions, just dominating all the opposition that steps in the ring with him. As everyone else has noted, already talked about, Manny Pacquiao not only has beaten the last couple of guys, that Floyd beat. He beat them so much more decisively and impressively. Mayweather went to a decision with De La Hoya. Sure, he won the fight easily, but Manny absolutely dominated Oscar De La Hoya. Regardless of circumstances, he dominated him. Then you had Ricky Hatton, a fighter that Floyd Mayweather definitely dominated, but once again, Manny Pacquiao was much more impressive in his performance. It was such a one-sided fight, and he just did, the thing is, Floyd doesn't fight as aggressively as Manny Pacquiao, so maybe that's why he doesn't finish fights as emphatically. Maybe that's why fans aren't as drawn to him, amongst other reasons. But Manny went out there and made a statement in both Oscar De La Hoya and Ricky Hatton fights by far. And even if Mayweather had been fighting still, Manny Pacquiao probably still would have gone to the pound for pound top of the heap. You know what I'm saying? Depending on who Mayweather fought. So we're gonna have to see how Mayweather Marquez goes. Early thoughts on that real quick. I go with Mayweather to win that fight. Size, style, speed. just has a lot of advantages and not really many disadvantages other than being late, being out of the ring for a little while. But I don't think that's going to be a problem. Also, for Manny Pacquiao, other options. You got Shane. This is if he doesn't want to wait for the winner of that. If he wants to fight before then. You got Miguel Cotto if he gets past Joshua Claudio. That's a big if. That's a natural fight. Both are promoted by Top Rank. I can see that fight being made. Big money fight. And Sugar Shane Mosley. Looked very impressive in his last fight. When we spoke with Alex Ariza, Manny Pacquiao's strength and conditioning trainer last week on Leave It in the Ring radio show, I asked him, I'd mentioned Shane Mosley, the potential opponent. How they think they could deal with Shane's size and strength advantage. And he said he didn't think it'd be a problem. And I tend to believe him because people thought that might be an issue here. I didn't. And as we've seen, it wasn't really the case. So, that's a fight I wouldn't be surprised if it gets made, to be in all honesty. So look for, Mosley Pacquiao as a possibility, a definite possibility. As for Ricky Hatton, I'm hearing people say he should retire. Teddy Atlas, people on here, people saying he's done, I disagree. I definitely think he should take some time off. The two biggest opponents of his career, he's definitely lost to one-sidedly. That doesn't mean he's done. He's got 2 losses, It's not the end of the guy's career. If he wants to come back, I'd suggest a tune-up fight, an easy outing, just get his confidence back up. Get his fan base, reassured that he's the fighter that they've been following. And, as far as matchups for him, I'd like to say a Timothy Bradley fight, that'd be interesting. Zab Judah, if he's still moving down to back down to junior welterweight. Always thought that'd be an interesting fight. Nate Campbell. But, most of all, Junior Witter. Big fight in England. Witter's been calling him out for years. I think it would look similar to the Timothy Bradley Junior Witter fight. I'd probably go with Ricky Hatton. I just think it's a good fight. Good fight for Hatton after another fight, that is. See how he looks in a comeback fight. But I think it's a natural fight to be made for the fans in UK. That's pretty much it. I don't really have too much else to say. It was a great performance by Manny Pacquiao. Much more impressive than even I had expected. Than I think anybody had expected than Freddie Roach himself. After the fight, Manny Pacquiao once again very gracious in victory. Very humble. You got to respect the guy. He's great for the sport. He makes for exciting fights. Fights all the top fighters. And he's very humble. A very humble person. He's definitely someone that the sport can really push out there. You know what I'm saying? Someone that the sport can be proud of. And he's definitely one, breathing a lot of air in the lungs of boxing. People are saying boxing is dead with the ascension of UFC and MMA. Not the case. I'm a fan of both. Boxing is not going anywhere, and especially as long as Manny Pacquiao is around holding up for all the other fighters and the sport itself. Also, real quick, if Mayweather Pacquiao does happen, I believe it was Blood on here that said it kind of might end up being like a Sugar Ray Leonard or Roberto Duran. Very good comparison. I definitely agree with that. So big ups to Blood on that one. I definitely have to agree with them. But anyways, that's it for now. Probably be back next couple of days with my Tarver Dawson prediction. But until then, guys, I'm out here. Bye.